but do not take it for granted. This is the time to invest in your hair because this could go worse. In fact, there are a lot of movie stars, or at least in Hollywood, or models who in fact carry this look. Hi guys, hope you are doing great. In today's video, I'm going to talk about a topic that is very important and most of us are facing. Today's video is about giving you an idea about the different stages of baldness that are there in case of male pattern baldness. There are a couple of other type of baldness too, couple of hair loss too, but I'm choosing this one because this is something that most men go through. After this video, I want you to be very sure about what your present state is and also give you a glimpse of what could lie ahead. I'm not saying that it is going to happen with you, but all I'm saying is if that's going to happen with you, you must have a good enough idea as to understand what does the trajectory look like. So there are a bunch of different scales that are used for clinical analysis of the hair loss, like the Norwood scale, which is particularly used for male pattern baldness. However, I'm going to stay away from these scales so that most of us are able to understand what the broader picture looks like here. I'm going to share all these different stages and my own recommendation and tips as well. I would suggest you to watch the video till the very end, because even if the stage you are in or you think you are going to be in is covered in the initial phase of the video, there is still a lot that you can learn about what could lie ahead and could also in fact take some of the actions that can help you delay, if not prevent, that stage. So I'm going to talk about 3 different stages that are there, essentially that can encapsulate the whole process or the whole journey of hair loss, as to say. I'd also be covering a stage 0. So without further ado, let's get started. Stage 0, the hair thinning. Now, I call the stage as stage 0 because this is not exactly hair loss, this is not exactly baldness, but this is something that precedes that. Even I went through the same. So before the onset of baldness took place, I was facing these thin hair. Right till my teens, I had really thick, lustrous and good quality hair. However, I remember by the time I was near the end phase of it, the hair started getting thinner and thinner. You also think you are going through this phase, you are facing thinning of hair, then I would definitely highly recommend you that you do start taking care of your hair in case you do not. Back in the days when I was facing this, I wasn't sure why this was happening. Had I realized this was stage 0, I would have definitely started a hair care routine. What mistake most of us do at this point of time is that we take it quite casually. We don't realize that it could lead to something worse. It is not always something that will correct itself. So probably a good idea would be to start taking care of your hair just like you take care of your body, such that you take care of your face. So this is a crucial time. If you haven't been taking care of your hair, this is the right time. So the idea behind this is that if you are not going through any baldness, if you still have the hair with you, it is the best time to work on them. It is the best time to avoid any source of stress or any source that could worsen the quality of your hair. So if you're not taking your vitamins or minerals, please start doing it. This is the best time. In case you are not taking enough sleep hours, or maybe are having too much stress or are smoking, please avoid all those things. Have a good diet, start exercising. So exercising also helps pump more blood to the scalp, which also helps grow the hair. So if you have not been doing all this, start doing it right now. So if you think that you are going through a severe decline in the quality of your hair, you think you've been hit severely, definitely go see a doctor as well. Do connect with your dermatologist, because the doctor might recommend you some good hair care products that can help you and could also suit the quality of hair that you have. Maybe continuing with those shampoos that you see every day are being marketed on TVs, on internet. It might not be just good for your health. Maybe they contain some harsh minerals, some harsh oils. So why not avoid those and connect with a dermatologist, because this is the best time. A quick word of caution here. So it is not mandatory that if you are going through thinning of hair, probably are going to go bald. It's not for sure that it is going to happen. The idea is you take this information and you are able to act upon it. If you have not been taking care of your hair as of now, this is the time to do it. This is the time to start your regimen, so that you are able to adopt a habit that you start taking care of your hair. Time to move to stage 1, the temples. This is the stage when hair loss actually starts. The hair you lose don't really grow back, and in most men this starts from the temples. If you are going through this, you have realized that hair loss has hit you. Probably this was something that you were not expecting, but this is a reality now. And let me tell you, it's okay. Many men are facing this. If you have recently realized that you've been losing your hair from the temples, or maybe you've lost half an inch of hair from there, or probably an inch or even more, whichever stage you are, I would definitely recommend you that this is crucial time for you to understand. If you have not been taking care of your hair, this is the right time to start doing it, because things could go worse than this, and this is the time that you've already realized that you are going through hair fall. So before it goes worse, why not work on it? In fact, the problem with stage 0 and stage 1 is that men still neglect the hair care. They take it for granted, and the reality is that it is not going to help you in any way. In fact, it might worsen it. Even after that, the most of the energy is going to hiding the patches that you've lost. However, there is a good news, and that is that most men are going through this loss. Most men do lose hair from the temples, and in fact it is pretty common these days. Most of the men do rock these looks, even with hairstyles like man buns. So it's completely fine if you're going through this, but do not take it for granted. This is the time to invest in your hair, because this could go worse. And if you think that you would need to see a doctor, well, please go ahead. This would be a good time to do that. It is equally possible that you might face hair loss even after doing all of this, even after taking care of your hair the best you can. But the idea is that if you start taking care of your hair, definitely it will help delay the loss, if not completely reverse it or avoid it. It will definitely help you retain the maximum hair that you can for the longest period possible. A quick tip at this point: it could be a mistake if you think your temples only need your attention, because it is quite possible that you could start losing hair from your other parts of the head. So start taking care of the whole head, the full hair, right from the back to the very front, and the temples, of course. And do remember, most of the men rock this look, so you are not going through anything that is beyond this world. This is completely normal. In fact, people in man bun rock this look. So why not you? Stage 2, the crown. So this is the stage when you start losing hair from your crown. The crown is the part that is at the very top of the head, and in this stage what happens is that initially you would see some hair thinning. The early appearance of the skinnish tone could turn into a complete bald patch. So just in case you have not been taking care of your hair as of now, let me tell you very honestly that this could be the last chance. Just in case you're going through this stage, I would definitely like to tell you that there are a lot of men who carry this look, and it suits a lot of men. I've seen a lot of them. I am sure you would have seen these men who carry this look. In fact, the look appears to be completely fine with shorter hair. With this, I'll be moving on to the last stage. Stage 3, the MPB, or male pattern bald. I call this stage the time to call shots, because this is the stage when you are actually taking a decision. It is up to you if you're taking it actively or passively, but this is definitely a time when you're taking one. I'll be talking about this decision in the end of this video. This is the stage when the bald patches on the temples and the crown start to get bigger and bigger, and in fact a longer patch starts to appear on the vertex, which is the top part of the head, which runs from the center to the very front. So it is also possible that at this time it becomes quite evident that you are losing your hair through the centers, while on the sides you still have some hair left. You've been trying to hide it, you're balding, the patches all this time. This is the time when it would not be really possible to hide it. And the fact is that not just you, but even people around you would start seeing this, would start noticing it, and some of those may even reach out to you talking about it. If you're going through this, please do not blame yourself, because it is quite possible that even after taking a lot of care of your hair, taking all your vitamins, all your minerals, there could be a lot of things that would have affected you, that would have aggravated the situation and made your hair worse. These could be a lot of factors like the genes, or maybe the pollution or the environment that you live in. There could be a lot of other factors at play. But let me tell you an important thing at this point of time. This is not a stage to worry about what was there in the past or what has happened over the journey, the ordeal that you might have faced. This is the time to come out of it. This is the time to take a very important decision. And I say this because at this point of time, since things are so evident, the hair loss is so evident, it is quite possible that there is some kind of a pressure that you have built on you mentally. It is also possible that maybe your confidence has taken a hit. My recommendation for you at this point of time would be that if you want to retain the look, you want to go ahead with it, please do. There is nothing stopping you. There are a lot of people who have this hairstyle, who have this look, and they carry it very well. So if you want to go ahead with it, please do. So as I said, you can definitely go ahead with the look that you already have if you want it. But rather than taking a very passive decision at this point of time, please do that actively. If you want to retain that look, please do it, but please be sure that you are going ahead with it, and it should not at all affect your confidence at any point of time. However, if you think you want to work on your hair, there are a couple of options that are available. The first one definitely being going bald completely, which means shaving your head and letting go of any hair that is there at all, which according to me is the most natural way to present yourself, to be in sync with what you are and not rely on any artificial means to avoid or rather pretend being someone that you are not. So if you're trying to go bald, I would highly recommend that, because I personally found it to be really comforting, and it helped me gain the confidence, because at any point of time I am just being myself, and this is what I really like. In fact, there are a lot of movie stars, or at least in Hollywood, or models who in fact carry this look. The other options that are available are the hair systems or the wigs, and going for a hair transplant. Before deciding which look you are going to go ahead with, please keep in mind that this is the look that you are going to take forward with everyone else. Please make sure that you are comfortable with this look. You feel that you are yourself when you are going out meeting people with this look. Please make sure that you are confident, you feel confident within yourself, you feel confident in your own skin, and you are loving yourself and you are being the real you. Alright guys, so this was about today's video. I hope I was able to give you some idea as to what are the different stages of hair fall. If you think that you are going through any of these stages, please feel free to refer back to that time, to the stage that you are in, and keep a tab of all the recommendations that I give. One last word that I have for you at this point of time is that even if you're going through any of these stages, right from stage 0, which is the hair thinning, to the very end, which is the male pattern baldness, I would like to tell you that this is not the end of the world for you. There are a lot of men out there who are facing the very same thing that you are facing. So the next step for you is to realize and accept what stage you are in currently, and to decide how you are going to take it forward, but with a smile. Because hair loss need not dictate our life. Guys, do let me know if you found this to be interesting or helpful in the comments, because this would help in sharing this with a lot other men who are facing the very same problem that you are at this moment. And do not forget to share, like, and subscribe. This is Bald Indian signing off. I'll see you next time.